Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This will be fielded inside the 5. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this third drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's kind of a tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's a tough part for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well in that first one, not so well on the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going.
Slot man moves right. On first down, Howell. And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. Through one quarter, 9-7 our score. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Howell's throw into the hands of McLaurin. That'll go for a gain of 7. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Well, you don't want to coach him, Charles, to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket, extending a play, and making a bad throw. Turns into 6 points the other way.
Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the pocket, your vision actually gets obscured a little bit, or you narrow it down too much, and you don't see all the defenders in the area.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead is up to 5. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Very short kick taken right at the 20. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. 41 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Faking the handoff, Howell. Hitting Samuel on the slant. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Throw over the middle into the hands of the tight end Bates. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Robinson will try to pick it up. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Back to throw. Howell. That's Samuel caught left side. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14. Howell. And he's got it. Touchdown. Brian Robinson Jr. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Commanders have regained the lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead is now 2. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
You know, are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way. Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys that we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs as we just saw there.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. From the corner, it was Kendall Fuller with a sack. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. An update from that game going on in the Meadowlands. The Jets out to the early lead. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 15 yards the pickup. First down, Washington. Now throwing on first down here. Off to Thomas on the left side. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
60 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Powell to the air on 1st and 10. This pass hauled in by Dotson. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. 4 yards remain for 2nd down. Now Howell. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. And Howell will throw it. Thomas has got it, complete. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Here's Howell. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Now the Commanders going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Second down and goal. Howell. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Third and goal, and still a long way from the end zone. Howell, 3rd and goal. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. That pass play good for 7, but it still brings up a 4th and goal. Sly able to put this one through, and that will push the lead up to 5. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we've reached halftime here in our nation's capital with the Commanders on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told him, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
He's got the hookup downfield to Samuel. Touchdown, Washington. Curtis Samuel, 32 yards. And the Commanders come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
Had 3 touchdown passes. You're right, he looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. Bottom line, he's really good.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome, a little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he'll be brought down at about the 42.
Now, they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner and turn it upfield for a bigger chunk of yardage.
On play action, they'll throw. He's got this one complete to Perriman. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. They'll set up a throw. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And he's going to have a Falcons first down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on third down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. 1st and 10, it's Patterson. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
That was a particularly nice play because not only was it his job to force the play inside, he was actually able to fold inside himself and make the tackle ultimately. Very nicely done.
He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
Being chased out left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
They started this drive backed up against the wall by the turnover, but I love their fight. Planted their feet and forced the incompletion on 1st down.
They'll run here with Robinson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Off play action. It's Howell going for it all. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Sly able to put this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
Fields it right around the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. As this offense takes the field against CD. Remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. He's got Perriman. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 25-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as...
Here we go.
Give to Patterson running to the right. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2. And it brings up second down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Oh, nice defensive effort there. Providing the hit as the ball got to the receiver. Separates him from the catch. And normally, he's a sure-handed target.
The Falcons on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. 3rd down, here's Patterson. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is, he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Gotta try it here. He's back to throw. This to Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown, Atlanta. Kyle Pitts, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. And now in a 9-point game, they'll still just need to go for 1 here. as this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion.
Makes the score. Commanders 29, Falcons 41.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Taken at about the 1. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Grady Jarrett with the tackle.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
They'll go play action. Howell. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Bird. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. So the completion good for 7 there, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 3.
Let's go now.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. There's Jamin Davis, the former Kentucky Wildcat, bringing the pressure that time.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Chase Young, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Here's Bradley Pinion now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this will be taken at the 13. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And it will be Falcon football. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Well, the defense got its job done, forcing the punt. Now the formula pretty simple. They need to find the end zone here. A field goal doesn't help them much. Now a play fake here on first down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but wasn't enough to get them the completion.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. They'll set up to throw. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And they've got a 4th down now in a game that, to be honest, has been pretty much everything we could have asked for.
Ready, ready. You're good. Anchor.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And Washington will take control of the football in great field position. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll run again here with Robinson. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Every yard they gain getting them better and better field position, and obviously a field goal makes this a 2-score contest. That's really all they need.
And that means for your play caller, he's not looking to the attack portion of his sheet, right? He's looking for, okay, what do we have that's going to keep us in a good spot? No lost yardage plays. Let's kick a field goal and go up 2 scores. If we score a touchdown, great. But that's not what you're really playing for.
A bit of extra pressure now for this one on Joey Slye. This to perhaps salt this one away. So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Back to throw here. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Well, this is something we've seen before, partner. We've seen a defense bait a rookie, pretend to leave a window open, and then the defensive back jumped it as soon as the ball was released. Big-time play. They love taking advantage of the youngsters, and in this case, it paid off well.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
There's a reason the number 4 was flashing through my mind when he let that one go. 3 touchdowns already in his back pocket. The deep ball's been a great weapon for him in this one. Unfortunately, empty on that attempt.
That one looks like he'll throw here. To the right side and complete to Thomas. And they're going to get this up to midfield. Well, he's had the interception woes in this one, Charles. At that time, a little bold to throw it into double coverage, but he beat the double coverage.
Yeah, but I admire that he still will challenge defenders downfield, even though the ball's been in jeopardy a few times in this game. A nice ball there against multiple defenders, and they advance it downfield.
So it's Washington getting the victory here. And a little bit of a surprise, they lose the turnover battle, but wind up winning the ballgame.
And this is very unusual because you know all teams stress winning the turnover battle as a key indicator to winning ball games. So when you get something that goes against the grain like the one we saw here, it's quite the oddity. Now let's face it, they'll be very happy that they pulled this off, but they do know that in the future they've got to work on taking care of the football because this won't happen very often.
So for the Commanders, the win gets them back to 500 at 6-6 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, it was a win they needed to turn the season around, but instead they fall to 5-7. And they'll look to get back on the beam next week as they host the Pittsburgh Steelers.